saying that without the complete support of our Vice Chancellor, Professor Rao, we would never have been able to reach this stage here today. Dr. Saeed is a diplomat. He is also an intellectual. He is a cultural ambassador for India. And as Tufail just mentioned, he has been the ambassador to Saudi Arabia. He has been the consul general in Chicago. He has been in Yemen. He has been in the High Commission of Seychelles. So he has a wide and varied experience of diplomatic relations of India and other countries. And so we are very fortunate to have you here, sir. Thank you so much. And I would also like to welcome all our pro-vice chancellors here. And here I'd like to mention, sir, we just heard the Kulgi, and it has been composed by one of our own pro-vice chancellors, Professor Satyakan, who is also Professor of Hindi, the senior most Professor of Hindi with the School of Humanities here in England. And I'm very happy to welcome all the other pro-vice chancellors, Professor Sunita Kukreti, who is also guiding us in the School of Foreign Languages, Professor Mahapatra, Professor Meena. They're all our pro-vice chancellors. And everybody present here, sir, are heads and directors of very key divisions of the university, without whose support we would never be able to offer our programs to our students in its entirety. So we have representatives from, we have the directors. If I could begin right from the start, Director, Academic Coordination Division, Dr. Devkant Rao, Professor Jitendra Srivastava, who is very ably looking after the international division, sir. He is also a professor of Hindi and a very noted and notable poet, award-winning poet. And then we have Dr. Navneet, who is a consultant to the School of Foreign Languages. He is a consultant for Korean. And then we have the representative from COE, who is handling the technical part of all of this. We have Dr. Prasad, who is with the Electronic Media and Doctoral Center. He's a director there. And ELPC is an extremely important wing of the university because we have our Gyan Darshan, we have our Gyan Vani, and we have recordings there which we are also able to offer on SWAN. And we have Tofel, of course, needs no introduction, Dr. Salim, you've already met. And we have Dr. Pandey here, who is heading our regional services division, which again is a very, very important part of IGNOU, as we were just talking in the morning, because without their support, we would not have the number of students that we already have. And we have Dr. Subodh Keshavani, who is handling the Center for Online Education. And as I said this morning, we are going increasingly online with all our programs. So this is something that we really require the support, because we go there and we record our videos, our video lectures, and it gets edited and uploaded. And we have Dr. Bose, who is handling our registration division. He's a director there. And Dr. Negi is the registrar for our students, for our evaluation and examination. Again, a very, very important part. Dr. Shivaji Bhaskar, who is the coordinator for Russian language in the School of Foreign Languages. We have Dr. Prashali, who is a consultant for German, and Dr. Amit Rao, who is the consultant for Spanish language in the School of Foreign Languages. So we have a number of languages in the school. And you were asking Dr. Salim about the procedure, the process through which we actually bring the programs to the students. And they are very, very stringent procedures, sir, because it goes to a number of statutory bodies. And at every statutory body meeting, the director of the school, the coordinator who has proposed it, they are asked a number of very penetrative and searching questions regarding the program, regarding the usefulness of the program, regarding the viability, because as a university, we also need to look at the financial aspects of the program. And at every stage, we have these checks and balances. So it goes from the school board to the academic council, to planning, and so on, till We then have our team of our experts who design the syllabus, and it again goes back to the statutory bodies. And then we have our team of course writers, and that is how we are able to then put the whole program together. And Dr. Salim has been coordinating in Arabic, and we were supposed to launch it later, but he, with his team of experts and course writers, has managed to bring it to us before schedule. So that is something I'd like to congratulate him for. And I'd like to welcome all of you here and all those who have joined us online, because we also have all the directors, we have the regional directors, we have people joining us from the schools of the university. So we have been going, as I said, increasingly online. We are also going in blended mode. So I think after the pandemic, this is a wonderful way for all of us to meet both physically and virtually. So I'd like to thank you, sir, for being here, and I'd like to welcome you all once again. Thank you.
Can you talk about the numbers in the Arabic program?
Yeah, so we just put it on offer in July 2022, and we already have more than 1,000 applications, 1,080. And so it's been a very, very remarkable response.
So we had 30,000 Swayam program. Every year 30,000 average students in Swayam Arabic program. And distance learning online.
Highest taking in the university.
Yes, highest.
And the first. It was the first online program.
और पिछली बार आपको award भी मिला था.
Yes, sir.
For the best program in this category, the certificate in Arabic. So Dr. Salim is very soft spoken and very low key, but his work speaks for him actually.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for your opening remarks. Now I would request Dr. Mohammed Salim, Program Coordinator, MA Arabic, to present introduction.
Thank you, Dr. Tufail. مرحبا بكم جميعا, and أهلا وسهلا في هذا البرنامج العربي.
Louder.
Arabic. Now I start. We'll start in English. Talking about this program, first I will start with the Arabic language. That is one of the 6 official languages of the United Nations. As a national language of 24 Arab nations, it is one of the 5 most spoken languages in the world. Born in perfect state of beauty, it has lived for 1.5 millennium. It has preserved that pristine beauty, known for its amazing classical literary heritage and remarkable linguistic system and tradition. Arabic has played a crucial role in introducing Indian traditional system to the world. As major works in the field of medicine, astrology, astronomy, and literature were translated into Arabic in the House of Wisdom of Baghdad, established by Caliph Mahmud al-Rashid. India was having deeper trade relations with Arab world, especially at Malabar coast in ancient days. References to the Indian goods and commodities are often found in the Arabic poetry as well. So we have the words like Hind, Hindi, Muhannad, and Hindisa. All these words are there in Arabic poetry, in classical Arabic poetry. And the girls, especially born during those ancient days, they were called Hinda. This beautiful girl was always called Hinda. So that had some kind of Indian connection. Now this shows the strong tradition of relationship between the 2 nations. Arabic has played a crucial role in introducing, as I said, mosaic culture of this country to the Arab world. In the last 2 decades, integration of world economies and oil and gas in the Gulf region has provided job opportunities to millions of Indians. As a result, Arabic has gained a special position as a language of better career prospects for many. So keeping in mind the importance of Arabic in the initial days of our academic endeavor or academic life in this seat of learning, we made a humble beginning, a sort of tryst with destiny in the field of online Arabic learning. Days and months passed and came the time and opportunity to give it a shape. And we did shape it in a couple of years ago under the guidance and leadership of Honorable Vice Chancellor. Now, online Arabic learning in IGNOU is flourishing. Thousands of students from across the world joining the courses. And Arabic courses in India of course, in IGNOU and India, these are the first online courses, not only in IGNOU, but also in India as well, is launched in online mode in Arabic language. So a decade ago, after joining the institute, we had the opportunity to design and develop a certificate program in ODL, initiate diploma in ODL, and PhD program in Arabic. The study materials prepared and teaching experiences gained during those initial days, served as a solid basis for online programs. So we managed to do it with limited academic resources. Now able to offer MA in Arabic with exit option of 1 year PG diploma in Arabic. We have invested our time and energy in thinking, understanding, evaluating, and finalizing the syllabi and study material with a strong desire to make it simple, innovative, effective, and learner-friendly. Now, like earlier ODL online programs, this MA Arabic program too is attracting the learners from diverse backgrounds and areas of study. Learners willing to gain proficiency in advanced level Arabic communication, translation, interpretation. Learners passionate to develop taste for Arabic, modern and classical Arabic literature, and eager to have exposure to the Arab world are coming to us. And especially those who want to have their career in the field, like work in MNCs, embassies, medical tourism, and international organizations. Women graduates not able to attend regular conventional universities and colleges. Graduates from remote areas of the country not able to afford Arabic learning, they are also coming to us. It is exciting to see learners entering with great expectations and hundreds others knocking the door. At the same time, it is challenging. Giving them quality study material and other indispensable academic support is equally important. I am sure we will touch the milestone sooner than later. No individual can hope to achieve this much all alone. And in my case, with limited knowledge, this is perhaps more true. This all could happen because of the continuous encouragement and support of the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Rao. Nageshwar Rao, his words of appreciation have given us the impetus to move forward with steps firmly on the ground. I express my deep gratitude to you, sir, for encouraging us to work hard and give the much needed academic output. I am thankful to Professor Sumitra Kupreti, Honorable Vice Chancellor, for the encouragement, support, and guidance. Director SFL, Professor Malti Mathur, has always been a great source of support and strength. She has always encouraged me to work hard, and she has wonderful and cheerful and caring nature. So that is really a set for us. We cannot forget the role of vast network of IGNOU, MPDD, and Regional Services Division, Electronic Media Production Center, and online supports setup, and International Division, Registration Division, Evaluation Division. In fact, all these divisions are the strength. That is why we are able to, work and implement the program of such a vast nature and such a difficult language. In fact, trying to make it as simple as possible and reaching the learners through our support setup. So my sincere thanks to everyone, and of course, our Arabic experts engaged in this academic endeavor have served as intellectual backbones, ready to extend cooperation academic initiative of such nature and move along in our efforts to produce modern syllabi in tune with the needs of our time. I have debt of gratitude to them all. I'm also thankful to all colleagues in SOFL foreign languages for appreciating the good work. In this journey, I'm learning every day, always open to new ideas. Feedbacks of learners help us in upgrading it further. And finally, I will end with this Arabic couplet by Al-Mutanabbi, the great 10th century Arabic poet, who said, and I read in Arabic, إذا غامرت في شرف مروم فلا تقنع بما دون النجوم. If you venture out for a noble aim, so settle for nothing but the stars. And the twinkling of the stars continuously served us the message of a beautiful morning. So for me, Dari Gulshan Parisha, the Persian couplet, Dari Gulshan Parisha, Misle Buyam, Namid Anam Chimi Faham Chijuyam, Barayat Arzu Ya Barn Ayat, Shahid Sozo Sazi Harzuyam. जिंदगी के इस गुलस्ता में मैं भी खुशबू की तरह फैला हूँ. मैं खुद नहीं जानता मैं क्या चाहता, मैं क्या ढूंढता. मेरी आरजुएं पूरी हों या ना हो, लेकिन आरजुओं का ये जो चिराग है जलता रहे, समा बदलता रहे, सब कुछ संभलता रहे। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, sir, for the note and this beautiful couplet of the poems in Arabic, Persian, and Urdu. And after this brief introduction about the program in Arabic, I would like to invite our Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Sumitra Pakriti, for a special practice.
Thank you, Dr. Our chief guest of today's function, Dr. Osip Say, Secretary Overseas Affairs, MA, Honorable Vice Chancellor IGNOU, Professor Nageshwar Murthy, my fellow Vice Chancellors, Directors, and faculty of SOFL. Good morning to all. At the outset, I would like to congratulate SOFL for launching MA in Arabic, because as we all know, this was a long-awaited program. And I'm very happy that Dr. Salim could make it today, and even before the scheduled time. I think as all of us know very well that Arabic is spoken in many parts of the world, and particularly as it has been told just now that it is spoken in 24 countries as an official language. And Arabic diaspora in many parts of the world, particularly in Western European countries and all over the globe, they speak Arabic language. And at present, the estimated number of Arabic speakers is around 422 million people. So this master's program will definitely enhance employment opportunities of our learners in those countries in various capacities. IGNOU has international reach, and with more than 25 international study centers in different countries, it is continuously increasing its number, which is expanding gradually. So MA in Arabic will also come up as a great opportunity for all those people who want to take interest in this language, who want to learn Arabic language, because now it will be available through ODL mode. Here, I would also like to mention, as we discussed just now, that certificate program in Arabic language was awarded the best program in its own category in the year 2021. And I hope MA in Arabic will also be immensely popular. Sorry, I'm more enthusiastic because this is the first program launched by School of Foreign Languages, and I hope that other faculty of the school will also feel motivated and expedite the process of preparing their program and will launch their program soon. So once again, I congratulate the director of the school, program coordinator, who has worked very hard with constant devotion, dedication. So he deserves all applause for launching this program, and I wish it a great success. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. Now I would like to request our chief guest, Dr. Osam Saeed, Secretary Overseas Affairs, Ministry of External Affairs, to say a few words.
Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar, Pro Vice Chancellors, Professor Gandhi, Dr. Mohammed Salim. Good morning to all of you. For me, it's a great pleasure to be next to you in a very important milestone. IGNOU is launching the MA Arabic program to the School of Foreign Languages. I am particularly happy because I have been associated in some form with the IGNOU and shared with Vice Chancellor and others. The IGNOU centers in Saudi Arabia were launched by me when I was there as a council general in Jeddah in 2004. So this subsequently it has still been running. So since 2004, it has been running. Another way I was associated was when I was managing the program Pan-African E-Network project, which was the brainchild of a former president, APJ Abdul Kalam, to link up all the African countries with India for telemedicine and teleeducation. And for that, IGNOU was a very important partner. And also, I'm happy that I'm part of this inauguration ceremony because I was also a student of Arabic. I was a student in American Language Institute in the American University in Cairo. I did a diploma in Arabic. And then one of the officers in MEA who has been assigned Arabic language. For those of you who may not be aware that every year when we have the foreign service officers inducted into service, these days around 40 odd. So different languages are assigned to them as specialization, like Japanese, German, languages. So Arabic is one of the important languages, and they are sent to those countries for learning the language and for language memorization. It's a very, very important component of our foreign training for foreign diplomats. So this is again, a very important aspect. I was also happy to learn that some of you, faculty members are writers and poets, and of course the anthem of the also nicely composed. Coming from a family of writers and poets, this again makes me think my father was a writer in Urdu and published 7 books, ever say. And my uncle, Professor Maulid, was some very well-known name in Urdu literature. He was head of department of Urdu in my university for a long time, contemporary of Sharia, and together they used to launch a magazine. So to be back in a very literary and academic atmosphere gives a very good feeling. The importance of Arabic has been shared both by Professor Sumitra and Dr. Mohammed Salim. The fact that it is one of the official languages of UN and also spoken so widely in almost 400 million in more than 25 countries makes it extremely important. For us, it makes it more important because we have very strong relations with GCC and Arab countries. With the 6 GCC countries, we have a diaspora of almost around 9 million people who are working there, who are remitting almost $57 billion to our country annually. And likewise, we have the other segment of Arab countries, West Asia, North Africa, the Ghana division. These 2 divisions fall under my charge also. So more and more the countries which are seeking manpower from worldwide, they are laying emphasis on language skills. So if you know the language well, your chances of getting jobs increase. So any education system or any degree which is awarded, it should be actually linked to jobs, employment. So I think many times we used to think, okay, what do we do with learning languages? So there will be very minimal, minimum opportunities. But then now things have changed, times have changed. We have listed out a lot of ways in which people are, could use the language skills. Some of these you said, okay, there are, one is the interpreters, and then again for faculty and others, I would like to mention that there is a very important segment of entry into Ministry of External Affairs is through the interpreters cadre. The UPSC conducts this examination for interpreters in different languages, and it's a very attractive way of entry into the external affairs, into the diplomatic thing. After a while, they are equated with the regular diplomat. So in that sense, when you find we had situations where some of the interpreters had even gone on to become the head of a mission, head of a course. So these are very, very important opportunities which other than the academics, teaching in the universities, this is one good option to come and get in. International organizations, others, everybody is looking for opportunities, to look at people with language skills. So this is there. Of course, Arabic is not an easy language. It is kind of rather complex language because for everything there is a singular, dual, and plural, and all these things. So you have to always keep in mind what is, and everything is feminine and masculine. So, I'm sitting on a chair, the chair is masculine, the table is feminine. So you have to always think, okay, what is feminine, what is masculine? So kind of, but then I think you get used to it, and it is very important. Another thing is that since there are so many dialects in Arabic, because there are so many countries which are speaking, so the dialects keep differing. So while much of our thing is standard Arabic, which is taught, but I think also important for people to get familiarized with this. And also important that the spoken aspect is also inbuilt into the program, because this is the one where it is very much used in the thing. Although we have seen that in many countries now, the Arabs want to brush up their English, so they will switch over to English when you try to speak in Arabic, or maybe they don't want us to put through this. But I think it is very important that both the spoken and written skills go together. I'm very happy that a very elaborate program has gone through your note, and then it means that you have put in very hard work. And the fact that there's a very good enrollment of almost 1,000 plus people already, it goes on to say the interest which is there. And undoubtedly, since its inception, IGNOU has really made its mark globally as an institution of higher learning, leaving its impact and providing opportunities to people who may not have time for going to regular universities, or so it also, like as you mentioned, to housewives, for those who are working, in their spare time to kind of brush up their academic skills, upgrade their academic skills. We would be very happy, as Ministry of External Affairs, to be of any use, to link up, with countries, for institution to institutional collaboration, or department to department collaboration. So there are many opportunities which we feel in the higher education. With our new education policy coming in, international collaborations have become very easy. I see the urge in many countries, especially in West Asia, North Africa, for collaborations with prestigious universities in India, and we'll be very, very happy. We work very closely with the Ministry of Education, and we are currently looking at these opportunities of IITs, going to some countries abroad, and we're looking at UAE, Egypt, and other places. Not just IIT, but also several universities. So I feel that there will be many, many opportunities. And those who would be enrolling there, I'm sure when they pass out, they would find themselves, one of the sought after, technical personnel which people will look after. I am aware of some of the institutions, even in Delhi, like hospitals, who are targeting, Arab patients, recruiting people with the language skills in Arabic, as interpreters, as guides, and other things. And as I said, again, from the highest possibility of entry into diplomatic service through any UPSC or any other options, these kinds of courses will be very useful. So I once again compliment all of you, and compliment Dr. Mohammed Salim for coming up with this, and the School of Foreign Languages for giving the right encouragement, and of course to Professor Nageshwar Rao, because once the head of the institution gives a blessing, everything goes smoothly. So thank you very much for coming up with this. Anything at our end, we'll be more than pleased to do this. Thank you for it.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Moving ahead with the program now, I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Rao, for his initial address.
Good morning to all of you. It's a happy moment, and we are fortunate to have with us today Dr. Hausa Saeed, who is presently Secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs, and earlier he was Ambassador in Saudi Arabia and also in Yemen also. And his love and attachment to IGNOU that also speaks his concern about us. Unfortunately, both of us from Telangana and sitting together talking about the future of Arabics. And I'm happy to see that how Salim has motivated all of us to think about a possible postgraduate program in Arabic. Because initially he started with a SWAYAM course, 1 or 2 SWAYAM courses. And there he got a lot of support from the learners. He was actively involved in that process. And right now he was telling the number is around 30,000. Look at the popularity of a foreign language course. And that too by using the technological interventions. Because maybe in the traditional structure, the numbers may be very high. But when we are using the technology, the number of 30,000 is very, very high. And that too, when we look at it's reached to the Asian countries also. But thereafter, he has gone for the certificate and diploma, and finally, the whole school has thought of launching the PG programs. There are 4 PG programs which are going to be launched by the School of Foreign Languages. For that, all the faculty members of the School of Foreign Languages, they are to be appreciated and they deserve special compliments from our side. Malti, as we all know, that she is a great source of motivation to anyone. Earlier, she was in the School of Humanities. There, she launched around 20 programs during a span of 2.5 years. And the moment she joined over here as an additional charge, then she started persuading the people. Already, they are the hardworking people. But to give a spur of encouragement is definitely, it inspires the people to work hard. And when the national education policy is always talking about that how to promote the internationalization, then maybe this particular language, it has got greater scope. And looking at the numbers right now, because it is in the first year itself, they crossed 1,000. Right now, I received the number as 1,030. So crossing 1,000 is a big number because normally the first year we get around 200 to 300 and then the number goes up gradually. And initially when we experimented with that idea, we were not expecting this much of number. And there is a stipulation in our regulations that only after completion of 1 batch, we can go for online programs. The very purpose of launching this postgraduate program is to go online. Because there the numbers will be very, very large. Because we do have Indian diaspora spread in the Middle East and also a number of African countries. There the Arabic language is very, very popular. Fortunately, Sir is with us to guide us in this endeavor and also look at the course contents. If we feel that any sort of adjustments are to be made in your curricula, then that can also be made. If you feel that the pure language course, it may not help you to get suitable employment, then you can add some skill courses. Maybe a course on computer science, maybe a course on the communication skills. If these courses they are being added in a pure language course, then maybe its utility will further go on. And that sort of program will have wider reach in terms of its utility also. And maybe the school is looking into it, this aspect also. Today we got blessings from our distinguished guests, and he has a lot of experience. And when he shared his experience with IGNOU way back in 2004, he supported our endeavor to establish our International Study Center in Middle East. And that is a great encouragement to all of us to move ahead in this direction. Now, IGNOU has come out with more than 40 online programs. And last year, the number of online learners there was around 2,000. This year, the number has gone up to 13,000. And the total number of enrollment of online learners all over the country is around 37,000. So out of that, our share is continuously going down. And the number of courses, they're also being added continuously every year. So with that, we foresee that in years to come, the number of online learners, they will go up maybe lakh, 2 lakhs, or even 10 lakhs also. Because the type of courses which we are developing right at this point of time, and the type of international demand which is having for our programs, that also speaks its importance. Because e-Vidya Bharati, it was being revived recently. And there also we have added around 40 programs. They are going to African countries. Earlier the Pan Africa, now they've been renamed as e-Vidya Bharati. This is, I think, the Pan Africa 2. It was renamed as e-Vidya Bharati. Then we are also having a separate MOU with the government of Guyana. Through that also we are getting good benefits. And along with that, we are having 30 study centers spread all over the globe. So international, for international connect, our online programs, they're also giving us the reach even to the Western countries, the European countries, as well as to US. Because in case of our MBA program, it has got the reach internationally. Because now our MBA program is also having 5 MBA programs with touching all the functional areas of management, and thereby the requirement of individual learners, nationally as well as internationally, that is also being touched. And when we look at, especially when I look at Salim, the type of hard work which is doing, that is really appreciable, and it also gives motivation to many of our faculty members who are in the other schools of the university. Today, you are with us, guided us, blessed us, and motivated us. It is really a treasure for all of us on the eve of this launch of MA Arabic program of the School of Foreign Languages. So thank you very much. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. Now it's my turn to propose a vote of thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, I really feel honored and privileged to get this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion. First and foremost, I would like to express my heartiest thanks to the Chief Guest, Dr. Asaf Saeed, Secretary of Overseas Affairs, Ministry of External Affairs, who despite his busy schedule, spared time to grace this occasion and enlightened us with his encouraging words. Thank you so much. I would also like to extend my gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Rao, for his presidential address and his continuous guidance and untiring efforts to take IGNOU to the peaks of excellence in the field of distance education. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank our Vice Chancellor, Professor Sumitra Kriti, for the special address. I would also like to express my gratitude to Vice Chancellors, Professor Satyakam, Professor Umar Kanjilal, Professor Srikant Mahapatra, Professor Manroop Singh Meena, and all other dignitaries present out here are those who are virtually connected. I would also like to thank our beloved director, Professor Malti Mansur, for her constant help and guidance that radiate a source of energy within us. Thank you so much. I'm also thankful to Dr. Mohammed Salim for his introductory remarks. I am also very much thankful to all faculty members, professors, regional directors, deputy directors, assistant directors, Center for Online Education, and other non-teaching staff, without whom this program would not have been possible. Thank you all for making this event successful. Thank you once again. Thank you all. Shukran jazeelan.
One of our faculty members has joined us online. She's the senior most faculty in the School of Foreign Languages, Dr. Dipandika Srivastav. She is overseas at the moment attending a conference. So we had requested her to spare some time and join us. And Vikas,
Thank you. Congratulations, Salim ji, Professor Mathur, everybody. It's a great moment for SOFL, and I'm glad I could join online. This was a very special moment for my school. And Salim ji,
she is coordinating our French.
MA French program.
joining us.
It's developing the MA in French.
Thank you, ma'am.
One of the opportunities, as I mentioned, is now in Japanese language.
Yes.
Because we have signed an agreement for SSW, specialized skilled workers agreement with Japan. Especially in Japan and some other European countries, the population is aging. So we have the advantage of, the young populations. They are looking at India as one of the places from where they can show. So the component of that program is the language skills. So it's kind of about 6 months, language program, and then once they attain a certain level of competence, then they are assured with that. So, but we struggle a bit because we don't have very many, institutions teaching Japanese. So
We do.
I know that I saw in your list since you do with Japanese. So there is a redeeming demand from Telangana.com is the body which is basically looks after the overseas employment. So they are looking at teachers who can kind of conduct this program for them. It's a fully funded program, so there is a funding available, either by the state government or we can chip in from the ministry. So I think if that is an interest, we can connect you.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Is Vikas, has Vikas joined us?
Good afternoon, everyone. So congratulations, everyone, and particularly to School of Foreign Languages. I'm extremely sorry I could not be present physically because of health reasons, but I'm very happy to be part of the School of Foreign Languages and to this wonderful occasion of the launch of MA in Arabic. So congratulations, Dr. Salim, and thank you so much, Professor Mathur.
So he's coordinating German and Spanish, and at the moment he's developing an MA in Spanish. And we are talking to the Spanish government, and hopefully we will be able to have some kind of collaboration.
Thank you. Okay, now with the permission of the chair, this program is lit, and all of you are